Philadelphia Freeway's journey in hip hop can really be seen as motivational. Now, he has had to overcome much personal tragedy, whether it was due to his own health issues or the losses that he had to take with family deaths. But the man is a fighter. He stayed down. He kept on swinging and he kept on dropping new music. What is good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Moth. If you are rocking with this content, go ahead and smash that like button for your boy. Also, subscribe if you haven't. But today, I'm going to be hitting y'all with my thoughts on this new project from Freeway and Jake One entitled The Stimulus Package 2. This is the follow-up to Freeway and Jake One's 2010 release. So it is hard to imagine that actually dropped 14 long years ago, but I do recall enjoying the album quite a bit when it had dropped, and I just revisited it the other day, and it's still good. Obviously, Jake One is this Seattle producer who is known for crafting very lush, soulful soundscapes. So if you were into luxurious soul production, Jake One is a slept-on producer. But getting right into Stimulus Package 2, it contains 14 songs lasting approximately 47 minutes. There are quite a few features on here. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with that track-by-track breakdown. The opener, Time with Conway the Machine, is set to some endearing soul chops and some prodigy vocal scratches. Yeah, as a whole, it's probably my favorite instrumental on this thing. Freeway states, first spitter that ever switched up the flow this many times. And we have a solid enough performance from Conway, although I will point out that some lines did sound like they were recycled from a previous project, and I could be completely wrong here. But some of these lines did sound familiar, like when he said, my rhyme books are a national treasure. Also, mentally, my mind leaves scientists' minds baffled. Lyrically inclined, I exist through time travel. Was this something from the drum work compilation, or maybe it was the mixtape leading into that God Don't Make Mistakes? But something sounds eerily similar. Maybe he used similar words before, but not quite in that exact way. I don't know. But either way, it's still a dope song and one of my favorites. Track 2, Philly, features PD Crack, and it is a street banger, straight up and down. We get this chaotic, high energy sample that's on the groovy side. But yeah, it's an up-tempo banger where they are repping hard for the city of Philadelphia. No complaints here. Track 3, My Own, featuring Sauce Walker, is another high point on this album. I really dug the high-pitched soul sample, which did give me a bit of a Big Ghost, meets Wu-Tang feel. And this beat did seem tailor-made for Sauce Walker, who has been killing features for some time now. And the same could honestly be said for Philadelphia Freeway, because Free has been known to murk features over the years. But this song does have me excited for when Sauce Walker finally decides to drop a project with more of that soul sample production. I know that was supposed to be with Derringer. I don't know what happened with that. But yeah, this was a motivational banger. Although it was drumless, it's still a banger. The positive vibes do continue on the track Keep Winning, featuring Black Thought. Now this is back to some triumphant horns and boom bap drums. You have these two Philly Kings giving us some inspiring, thoughtful lines. There's some social commentary on here as well. As Black Thought, he's painting a picture of all the gritty ills in the Illadelph. Track 4, Price of Fame, is a Freeway solo, and the angelic soul vocals really pop and stand out well against the smooth synths. And on this record, Freeway is reflecting back to when he was posted in the trenches, when he had to duck law enforcement and deal with all the snakes and the fake friends. But thankfully, these lessons have made him grateful. Track 6, Lord Forgive Me, has a dreamy beat that's still soulful, and the prodigy vocal scratches were a cool addition. Now, I found this song to just be solid, not a standout. The themes lyrically did feel slightly repetitive. Track 7, Freezer, the earliest single, I believe, has a neck-snapping instrumental. The strings went hard, and overall, it was just a raw record. But on here, Freeway was reminding folks how he got his name. You know, he's been icy for what, 20 seasons? Oh, this is another banger, ringing with Jadakiss. Now the piercing horns are victorious, and Jake One was just in his bag for this instrumental. And on here, these two are basically talking about how their phones are still ringing. They're still outside. They're still active. Freeway deeply reflects, second they think that it's over, folks will vanish quick. My kidneys failed. I looked around and they abandoned ship. While Kiss delivers some streetwise jewels as expected, he said, I ain't been home since the day after verses, which is cool and all, but in that amount of time, Kiss, you couldn't have given us just one project? I'm saying though. Immediately after is Heartbreaker, which takes on more of a somber and melodic tone instrumentally. However, there is still the syrupy chipmunk vocals, which was a nice touch. But with this record, Freeway is talking about his past days as a player, as a Mac. And while I did feel this song was decent, I think it could have benefited from a feature like perhaps Larry June. I think he would have sounded great over this instrumental. Track 10, Nothing They Can Do, has a wavy beat. I really dug the sparkling synths and the suave guitar. It is smooth riding music, as Freeway states. This that East Coast Benz music, not that Southern playlistic Cadillac. I'm in both lanes, mainstream and battle rap. After this is Crystals and Keys featuring Scolito, who I've never heard of, to be honest, but I thought he did have a dope verse. He said, I had to take a pause and rekindle. I'd be overdue's heads. Let that soak into your mental. But yeah, this was a dope song that had a very regal, almost Maybach music type beat. Track 12, Bearded Legends, has this gospel-like flip and mellow pianos, but overall, it's a warm, soothing beat. For this record, Freeway is doing a little bit more reflection, speaking on how he is the one and only bearded legend from the East Side. Track 13, Surgery, featuring Simba, however, is where Freeway is at his most introspective on this project by far. Now, Free is dropping some poignant bars like, had kidney failure, kidney got restored, then lost my son, daughter, and father in that order. And the hook is very emotionally compelling, as well as Freeway states that his music is surgery for hurting hearts. Simba came through with some heartfelt bars as well. Yeah, Surgery was one of those records that is going to make you feel Freeway, might even make you shed a tear. And this project wraps up with Family Ties, and it's backed by a flawless sample that did harken back to those glory days of Rocafella. I really dug the gospel like flip. And to close things out, Freeway is toasting to his success and speaking on being a product of the crew that birthed the Rocafella family tree. So overall, I'm gonna give this project a rating of 4 mics. I would say it's Freeway's best album in years. Therefore, it's his best album since Stimulus Package. I feel Freeway and Jake One picked up right where they had left off. You know, in terms of the overall package, it's a worthy follow-up to the original. Yeah, there were really no misses, although I do feel the track list probably could have been trimmed down from 14 to, let's say, 12. And I say this only because Freeway's subject matter tended to sound a little redundant, especially on his solo songs as the album progressed. I mean, Freeway is the man and all, and, you know, telling his story is important, but it also was pretty evident that, you know, the features really helped to carry both the original Stimulus Package and this new one. So yeah, I was pleased overall with this project. I mean, if you are into soul sampling with drums, let me highlight that, with drums, then this project should be right up your alley. Favorite tracks include Time, My Own, Keep Winning, Freezer, Ringing, Crystals and Keys, Bearded Legends, Surgery, and Family Tree. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Mob. I'm signing out, but as always, it's peace and blessings. Freeway Jake One, Stimulus Package 2, 1.